Okay.
You've been watching President Biden signing the Inflation Reduction Act into law. Earlier, we heard him speaking about it. He says the spending plan will lower costs for the middle class.
The Inflation Reduction Act consists of a number of environment, medical services, and assessment bills advancing in President Biden's office. The question is, how much does it actually slow costs for buyers, which are rising at their fastest pace in around 40 years? Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Melisandre here. I love to read, learn, research, and share with others the latest discoveries. The Inflation Reduction Act has been making headlines for some time now. According to the White House, the bundle will address expansion in two key ways: reducing energy and medical care costs for families and preventing shortages. Despite the fact that most experts agree the regulation will unobtrusively slow down the advancement of costs, it may not do so in the way you think or as fast. How does the regulation affect expansion? Here are a few answers. In what ways might this bill reduce expansion? Bipartisan Policy Center head of Financial Strategy Shai Akabas says the bill will make little impact on restoring expansion to typical levels. As a rule, it will work in the right direction and assist the Federal Reserve, which has an essential obligation in regards to snagging expansion. There are three principal ways the bill targets rising costs. To begin with, it intends to diminish the government deficiency, which is the distinction between how much the U.S. government spends and the amount it makes in duties and income. At the point when there's less cash drifting in the economy, there will in general be less interest and less cost climbs. The bill includes a few provisions to support spending. Second, it will facilitate the development of specific products, primarily in the area of sustainable power. Stockpiling more than requested could help bring down certain costs in the long run. Another arrangement of the bill helps limit the development of drug costs by allowing Medicare to negotiate expenses with drug companies. Anyhow, food and energy costs are not quickly addressed, which are probably the greatest drivers of expansion. So when to expect? According to experts, the proposal won't substantially or immediately help control expansion. It is unlikely to have a significant impact on expansion in the months to come. The regulation does not lead to expansion, which was the concern people had in the past about this regulation at the present time. By the same token, it doesn't exactly offset the increase in costs. In the event that it restricts expansion, what else does it accomplish? As a result of the package, $369 billion will be allocated for new spending to decrease ozone-depleting substances discharges. It will also advance clean energy advancements and increase appropriations for the Affordable Care Act. A 15% lease expense on partnerships making more than $1 billion and another extra charge on corporate stock buybacks are also part of the plan to generate more than $300 billion in new revenue, as per Democratic lawmakers. It's not about expansion at all, but rather about weighing the trade-offs between helping those who need more assistance and reducing carbon emissions against future speculation. Are there going to be any changes soon? Although experts don't see a quick control to expansion through this bill, there are a variety of measures to help with significant expenses. For example, it offers various tax reductions for people who switch to cleaner energy sources, such as electric vehicles and solar-powered chargers for housetops. As a result of those impetuses, nursery discharges are expected to drop 40% from 2005 levels by 2023, according to the lawmakers. Finances will be increased for the Internal Revenue Service, especially to improve client service and expense management. Long response times or handling charge discounts may be eased by speculation. In addition, it could lead to the collection of assessments that are owed now but are neglected. Despite initial plans for these endowments to lapse in 1 year, millions of Americans will continue to benefit from them. A $2,000 yearly limit is set for Medicare beneficiaries with personal physician-prescribed drugs, which is generally effective for those with malignant growth and multiple sclerosis. However, that arrangement won't be in place until 2025. Medical care costs have been soaring for quite some time, so the lawmakers expect this bill represents a significant step forward. As of December 31, 2022, companies will be subject to an alternative minimum corporate tax rate of 15%. In addition to U.S. corporations with an average adjusted book income of over $1 billion over 3 years, foreign corporations with an average adjusted book income of over $100 million will be subject to the new tax. Furthermore, stock buybacks net of new issuances of stock will be taxed at 1% after after December 31, 2022, approximately $313 billion will be generated in tax revenue, according to the Congressional Budget Office. A new corporate minimum tax would be imposed on about 150 of the largest U.S. corporations, according to the Joint Committee on Taxation. Beginning January 1, 2023, all companies will be subject to the 1% stock buyback tax. Hence, it is possible that buyback activity will increase before then in order to get ahead of the law. It is possible that some companies may shift their behavior to distribute capital via dividends rather than buybacks after the proposed law is enacted. Will I see an increase in my taxes? As per Akabus, who focuses on government financial plans, said it's unlikely a greater segment of families will see an immediate change in their expenses. In general, companies will bear the brunt of duty increments. Nonetheless, some representatives might feel the taxation rate in an indirect manner. People all over the economy will feel the impact if a company's productivity drops, its commitment to burn through cash on work decreases, and its willingness to pay higher wages decreases. Will the bill be helpful to reduce the inflation? What are your opinions? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys, and I will see you soon.